Hi dear students, welcome to our Vidhyalakshmi School's YouTube channel. I am your English teacher Raja. I am to teach you a poem today from 12th standard metric unit 2 poem called Our CASUARINA Tree. We will discuss this poem in detail. Name of the poem that we are going to discuss is Our CASUARINA Tree, written by Toru Dutt, English poet, Indian English poet. The CASUARINA tree is shown on the board. You might have seen this. These trees are used even for Christmas celebrations sometimes. You can find this CASUARINA tree in India and across the world. And this beautiful poem is written by Toru Dutt, a Bengal poet. She has translated so many French books into English. Name of the poem is CASUARINA Tree, and the picture is showing you the flowers. See, you have red flowers, crimson in color, and this is the flowers of CASUARINA tree. So creepers are there. Let us go to stanza 1. This poem comprises of 5 stanzas. Let us discuss one by one. Like a huge python winding round and round, the rugged trunk indented deep with scars. Like huge python. A creeper like huge python winding round and round. It is rounding the tree. The rugged trunk of the tree is rugged. It means it's very old. Indented is a space deep with scars. So many scars are there in that tree. It means it's a very old tree. The tree is bound by creeper. The creeper is looking like python. Up to its very summit near the stars. Summit is top, near the stars. Though creeper is winding round and round, reaching the top, it means reaching the stars. See this. This picture is creeper, very big creeper. The poet compares this creeper to the python which is winding round the particular tree. So creeper is compared to the python. Creeper claims in whose embrace bound. So here in 4th line we have the creeper. This creeper is compared to the python. Whose embrace? Embrace bound means hugging tightly. Who is hugging whom tightly? The creeper is embracing or hugging the tree. No other tree could live. It means other trees may not live, may die. That this creeper crushes the tree into nothing. Therefore, the other trees will die, but this tree is so strong and very old and strong, and it faces us gallantly and it's still living. Therefore, this tree is living. If it is other tree, it would die. The giant wears the scarf. Again, the poet compares the tree to a giant wears stars. When you look at the tree from a distance, it appears that a woman is wearing a scarf, and flowers are hanging, so many flowers in crimson clusters. Clusters of groups. Crimson is deep red color. The flowers in the CASUARINA tree is of crimson in color, and all boughs are nothing but the branches whereon all day gathered birds and bees. So many bees and birds are there, and they are there all the day in the tree. And often at night, the garden overflows with one sweet song. Who is singing that sweet song? Who is composing that sweet song? So garden is completely overflowing with sweet song that seems to have no close. that seems to have no end, endless song. It was a endless song. And who is singing? The last line is the answer for it. Sung darkling. Darkling is like duckling, it is a young cuckoo bird. Darkling is young cuckoo bird from our tree. From our tree refers to casuarina tree while men repose. Men are sleeping and they are taking rest at night. But this young cuckoo bird is singing endlessly, and it seems it has no clothes. See, I'll show you the picture of a scarf and bees and birds. These are bees, these are birds which are gathered. And see, crimson flowers. These are crimson flowers in the clusters or group, and it looks like women is wearing a scarf. Showing you the bees and birds and crimson flowers. Stanza 2. When my first casement is wide open thrown, as soon as the poet wakes up in the morning, she is opening the casement. What is meant by casement? Casement is a window which opens like a door, and she opens and she looks at one thing. What is that? At dawn means sunrise, early morning sunrise. And my eyes delighted, poet's eyes are delighted on seeing it. On it rest, it refers to the tree. What does tree do? Tree is taking rest. And who is looking at it in the morning? The poet is looking at. What happens to the poet? Her eyes become delighted to see the tree. Sometimes and most in winter, on its crest. Sometimes, mostly in winter season. The name of the season mentioned here is winter season. On its crest means top of the tree, a grey baboon, a grey monkey. Baboon is a monkey, which is usually found in Asia and India. So, grey baboon sits statue-like. This baboon is sitting as statue-like without any motion, alone, watching sunrise. What does it watch? Sunrise. It is watching sunrise, sitting on the crest of the tree. The baboon is watching the sunrise while on lower boughs. Lower means other branches. Is puny means very soft offspring, young one, young monkey. A soft and weak young monkey leap about and play. So it's jumping and playing. Leaping is jumping, jumping and playing. The young one is jumping and playing. The big baboon is sitting as like a statue, It's a simile, right? And far and near kokilas hail the day. Kokilas are also birds which belong to cuckoo bird. Hail the day means welcomes the day. Hail the day, welcome. Who is welcoming the day? Kokila is welcoming the day. What is kokila? It's also a bird, singing bird. And to the pastures went our sleepy cows. When means walking, sleepy cows. Early morning, cows are looking like sleeping because it's early morning and they are walking. Wending means walking towards the pasture. Pasture is a land where the cows are grazing the grass. So it's a lawn, and in the shadow, which broad tank, there is a tank caused by it's casting a shadow by the toad tree, and the poet calls this casuarina tree toad tree because it is completely white, covered with snow. So beautiful and vast. For look, she is calling it so beautiful and vast means very big. The casuarina tree is so vast, very big and beautiful. And water lilies are there. Lily flowers are springing like snow enmassed, snow heaped. When you heap snow like this, what happens? It appears to be like snow enmassed. Actually, they are water lilies. I'll show you the picture of baboon. See, the big baboon is sitting, and a young puny monkey is jumping and playing, and is watching the sunrise. Who is watching the sunrise? The baboon is watching the sunrise. Kokila, this is a bird, and these are cows, you must be knowing, and they are grazing in the grassland pasture. And we are passing on to stanza 3. But not because of its magnificence, dear is the casuarina tree to my soul. And poet is hinting that I like this CASUARINA tree. You may think that this CASUARINA tree is looking beautiful, looking magnificent. But that is not the reason. I have some other reason. I tell you that. Beneath it, under the tree, we have played. See, she is telling, we have played. They played. It means the poet's siblings, brother and sister. They were playing under it when they were so small. Now the poet has grown up. Therefore, she remembers the past that they played under the tree. Though years may roll, years have rolled. Now she has become adult. Oh, sweet companions, she calls them sweet companions. And who are the companions? The siblings and friends. Loved with love intense. They loved each other intensively. For your sake, for that reason, shall the tree be ever dear. We played under this. Whenever I see this tree, I remember my companions. That is the only reason that the CASUARINA tree has become so close to me. For that sake shall the tree be ever dear, blent with your image. The image of the children and the image of the tree are blent together. It shall arise in memory always, rising in memory, till the hot tears blind my eyes. She says, hot tears are coming in my eyes and making me blind. So it's blurring. Why so? Why it happens? Because his brother, her brother and her sister are no more. They passed away long back. So she remembers her siblings who passed away, and she cries in this place on seeing this tree. What is the dirge-like murmur that I hear? It's a piece of music. A sad music is dirge-like murmur I hearing. She is hearing a dirge-like murmur from the tree. Like she see breaking on the shingle beach. Shingle beach is nothing but rocky beach. I'll show you the picture I have. Shingle beach is a rocky beach. When the waves of the sea are flashing against the shingle beach, rocky beach, you get a kind of sound. So she compares that sound to this dirge-like murmur. It is tree's lament, she calls this time. It's a tree's lament. Lament is a sorrowful song, a sad song, sung particularly during funeral, right? An eerie speech, he calls it eerie speech. Eerie is a strange and fearful speech. Unknown fear or strange, eerie speech. Here she calls trees talking to her. She calls that kind of communication as dirge-like murmur, and she's comparing it to sea breaking beach, single beach. Trees lament, she calls it trees lament. She calls it eerie speech. That happily to the unknown land may reach. Even though she goes to long places, unknown places, very long places, this particular speech of the tree reaches her mind. That's the meaning for it. I show you the picture of shingle beach. Siblings, see the siblings, the poet's brother and sister are playing under the tree. So they are playing under the tree. Tree is a very common place for the children to play. And her eyes are welling here in this place, remembering the lost brother and sister. She is crying. Shingle beach is a rocky beach. So you get a kind of sound when waves are flashing against these kind of small stones. So she is comparing this to dirge-like murmur. Let us pass on to stanza 4. We have 5 stanzas. In stanza 4 she tells, unknown yet well known to the eyes of faith. Unknown, she does not know. Well known, she knows clearly. It means she is talking to the tree, or the tree is talking to her. Other people do not know anything about it, but she knows very well. She is able to hear that communication from the tree, but not other people. So she has the eyes of faith. I have heard that wail far, far away. This time she calls that communication as wail. Wail is nothing but cry, a cry of the tree. She heard that cry of the tree even when she goes far away, far away. She has traveled so many places and she is able to hear the sound of the tree, the communication of the tree in distant land. Distant land. She is traveling long places. When she slumbered, may reach sheltered bay. Sheltered bay is also a beach covered with trees. When slumbered is deep sleep. When slumbered in this cave, water wraith. Water wraith is apparition or water god. So the caves are found near the seas also. She went there and she slept there, and even in that place she is able to remember, able to hear the sound of the tree. The waves gently kiss the classic shores. There are classic shores of France and Italy. These are two places she often visited. Mostly stayed in France. Beneath the moon, everywhere she goes, beneath the moon, under the sun, it means. When earth lays tranced, earth is laying tranced, means completely silent, completely unconscious, completely sleeping. In a dreamless swoon is also unconsciousness. Completely earth is laying silent. Even in that time, she is able to hear that communication of that tree. Every time the music rose, now she calls it music. She calls eerie speech, lament, dirge-like murmur, wail. Now she calls that communication of the tree as music rose before my inner vision, inner eyes. So it's like a music for her. Rose from the sublime. Sublime is high quality vision of the tree is appeared in her mind. Thy form, the tree's form, oh tree. As in my happy prime, when she was happy prime is when she was so small, she saw the tree. The same scene is appearing before her inner eyes. I saw the tree in this place in my own loved native clime. Native clime or climate is nothing but native place. When she was so small, she saw that tree, she enjoyed that experience, the tree. The same picture of the tree is appearing in her mind even today after long years. See, sheltered bay is covered with completely tree, and these are the caves, water caves you find in the sea. And tree is there, a classic beach is there, and we go to stanza 5, the last stanza. Therefore I fain means eagerly, would consecrate a lay, and she is writing a lay and declaring this, to declare this particular tree a holy tree. Consecrating, meaning for consecrate is nothing but she is declaring this CASUARINA tree as a holy tree through her poem, unto thy honor. She is writing unto thy honor, the honor of the tree. Tree beloved of those, beloved, yeah, and kind one of those who now in blessed sleep. Blessed sleep refers to the death. So, death of her brother and sister. Beloved of those, say repose, and they are resting now, and they are not there. Dearer than life to me. Life is nothing to me, but this tree is important to me, because after my death this tree will live and remember my brother and sister, and it will tell the story of me, my brother and my sister, dearer than life to me. Alas, where they? Where they means they are not available in this world, because they are passed away. Mayst thou be numbered when my days are done. My days will be numbered, my days will be done. I may die one day. But with this deathless tree, I make this tree a deathless tree like those in Borrowdale. Borrowdale is nothing but a valley, beautiful valley in England, under whose awful branches. It's a literary allusion. Please remember, this Borodil is literary allusion. You know, the famous British poet William Wordsworth has written a poem about yew trees which are grown in Borodale Valley, and he declares that yew tree as deathless, ever living. Similarly, she also declares this tree as deathless tree and ever living tree, whose awful branches at any lingered pale at any time it may fall, because this tree is aged tree. But she wishes that this tree would live forever. Fear, trembling of fear. She has fear, trembling hope, shivering hope at death, and it becomes a skeleton then. Time, the shade of time, destroys everything. So, destruction of this world is referred to from these two lines. So, this world may end. This world may not appear, but this tree should live forever. That would die beautifying. That appearance of the tree is rehearsed. It means reappears again and again. Finally, she prays that may love defend the tree. The means tree. Tree from oblivion curse. Oblivion curse is forgetfulness. People suffer from forgetfulness. The world is suffering from forgetfulness. My love will defend, will protect, will safeguard this tree from oblivion curse. This is what the poet is telling this. Okay, I'll show you the Borodale, yew trees and Borodale, the valley of Borodale. The poet is writing, and figure of speech. See, like huge python, python is compared to, the creeper is compared to python. It can be called zoomorphism or simile, both the answers are right. And creeper claims whose embrace bound, giant wears is a personification. Giant wears, giant is a tree here, and it is personified, therefore personification. A grey baboon sits statue-like, simile. Statue-like is simile, because like is used, water lily spring-like, no, this is also simile. Dirge-like murmur, therefore it is also a simile. And it is trees lament, trees lamenting like a person, therefore personification. Fear, tremble, personification. Time, the shadow, time is compared to the shadow, that is metaphor. Giant wears the scarf is personification. Waves gently kissed, yet lay launched and dreamless. I have heard of that for personification. These are also personification. Dear students, thank you very much for watching this beautiful poem. You just read one by one, line by line. I have explained all the words and lines. Read it carefully for your understanding. Therefore, you can answer all the questions that is being asked in your examination. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.